Zatai gets all his power picks. Yeah, no more Maokai for that guy. Didn't perform too well with those 2 pickups when they played against Newbie. As Nidalee is going to be the next ban coming out from Saint here. And Kindred, the final ban from Invictus Gaming. So the 2 S-tier junglers that we like to talk about a lot are going to be banned out in this matchup. Graves and Rek'Sai still left available though.
See what the priority pick for Saint is going to be, especially with a new mid laner coming in for them. Again, Otto, formerly known as Tiangun, isn't completely foreign to the LPL. Used to play, I think, about a year, 2 years ago.
This is what I was thinking is going to happen. Swain was not banned out in this game, was banned previously by Invictus Gaming. And Caitlyn also not banned out in this matchup, so they're going to allow SDYZ to pick that one up if they want to.
One of his legacy picks. We'll see if they commit on the Swain pick. We've talked at length over the night how Swain is really dependent on his other lanes performing well, or at least absorbing attention away from him, so he can push forward and make the most out of his QE trade potential. And Tiangun's actually talking quite a bit, so that could have possibly been a flex pick Swain between the mid and top lane. We've seen it played in both positions in the LPL.
It almost looked like he was going to switch out last minute there, but does eventually lock in that Swain up in the top lane. To see how he's going to be able to use this one for Saint. Right now, Invictus Gaming immediately going to lock in their next 2 picks in their rotation. They take Sivir and Graves.
And again, Sivir is kind of a staple for IG just because they do like to run a split-pushing top laner. They still have a lot of those available, including Fizz, which I know Zatai is very comfortable with. And Sivir just shores up any sort of engagement or counter-engagement that the enemy team can make on them when they put themselves in split-pushing scenarios. So again, if Saint see that Zatai is super far forward top contesting a tower, they try to all-in engage on the rest of IG, you pop on the hunt, see ya.
Saint still looking to pick up their next 2 picks here. Taking a lot of time with champions like this time around, not rushing through it at all. Lots of very strong and powerful picks are left up and available on the table. And it seems like Saints are getting the better half of that as Rek'Sai and Victor are being considered here. 2 very dominant picks in the current meta.
It would mean that they expose both solo laners, so not taking any sort of hidden picks. They could have picked up the support there. They could have picked up the AD carry because they already know that they're facing across from a Sivir. So continuously giving so much power and priority to STYZ. He did perform well last game on his Ezreal, but again, the 6.10 AD carries are just not really in a position of power to deal with so many big top laners.
Once again, let's look at Invictus Gaming. They're going to be able to flex that Trundle pick. Could probably go up towards Zatai one more time here, but with the Echo pickup, most likely going to be a support pick coming in for Tabe.
The thing that we need to point out, though, is that Rookie is the mid lane Echo player in the LPL, so that could very easily be a mid lane Echo. In fact, I almost am 100% that it is.
100% that it's a 100% pick?
I'm 100% that it's a top or a mid lane Echo.
We'll have to see if Rookie is going to be the one that plays this into the Victor matchup, as Thresh has actually been the first lock-in for the final 2 picks coming in for Saint. Caitlyn is the hover coming in for STYZ at the moment. This is a champion that was banned out in the previous game, and a champion he's very well known for as he locks it in.
You're about to have a treat, Fish.
Am I?
Yep, this is going to be the legacy pick for STYZ. Like you said, what made him famous, his bread and butter, we get to see his Caitlyn was banned first. Hopefully can make a difference this time around.
Now we're still waiting to see what Invictus Gaming are going to pick up as their final pick here. They are flexing the Trundle and Echo for now, and it's not 100% accurate for Oscar, and as the Zed is going to be the lock-in coming in for Invictus Gaming. We'll see the Echo in the top lane and the Trundle support.
I'm totally fine with that because it gets to mean that we get to see even more of a treat, and it's going to be Rookie's Zed. Big question mark over Zed and where he fits in the meta. I know my counterpart Rusty is very adamant that Zed is 100% broken. Obviously, the QSS change is really putting him back into power. But again, it's another split-pushing composition coming out of IG. This time, though, power given to Rookie.
You know, Zed was kind of like the Vladimir pick at the start of the summer split of competitive play across all the regions. We saw it a little bit in like the Oceanic region and the LPL as well, where it was banned out but never picked, and then people just dropped it. Now we actually finally get to see a game here being picked up by none other than a Rookie. I think, also, you know, he's coming as a substitute here. He's in for a rough ride up against the Zed in the mid lane.
Something that he's going to be very familiar, though, again, Tiangun, a famous Zed player in his own right, but this time around has the control mage.
Well, let's see if he can use that Victor to his advantage. Azir was banned out, so does still have that S-tier control mage. to go into this matchup against Rookie. This time, though, Tabe, he's picking up the Trundle here, and Satai is going to see if he can work his magic on the Echo up against Acorn Swain. As the coaches are going to shake hands, we'll have to see if IG can pick up a 2-0 win here, or if Saint can come back, but don't go anywhere. We're going to go straight into game number 2 very shortly. And we have loaded on to Summoner's Rift for the second match of this best-of-3 series between Saint and Invictus Gaming. One more time, the champion's going to run out across the Rift and try and scout out for vision across all different directions of the jungle.
It's a 5-point. They stand at the 5 entrances to the jungle as well as the lanes. Again, we've been saying it all night. It's a priority focus onto top lane. So if you look at Saint's composition, theoretically, you have Caitlyn and Thresh. They're one of the strongest 2v2 lanes in the game. They passively won against Rain and Tabe last game. They now have a range advantage on their support pick, Thresh versus Trundle, so they're going to look to do the exact same thing. Now, Otto opted into the Victor, although we are going to actually see a lane swap, which theoretically should just survive and neutralize Rookie, but Rookie, he smells blood in the water. He goes for the Zed pick, he finds the assassin, he's looking to put this guy into the ground and to, again, snowball the game out of control. Last game, it was against Snoopy, so different mid laner, different pace, but Rookie must be feeling pretty good right now.
Certainly would on this Zed pick, you know. Very aggressive laner on a very aggressive champion. We have to see how he's able to use that here.
And again, another lane swap to try to put down this Swain, but it's actually going to be not matched by IG.
Saints.
Wow, the Swain opting into the lane swap. Find that curious.
Interesting coming up from Saint. They didn't go and put any deep vision down, so it's a blind lane swap coming up from the lineup.
See how they're able to work with it. They've got a trick up their hands. Maybe just really prioritizing keeping Zatai down, since he did win the MVP on a great performance last game. Doesn't have his Trundle this time. Instead, Tabe picked it up away from him.
For now, we have to see what Saints are going to do with this lane swap started and how IG are going to react. Scary thing for me, as Tabe is trying to be a little bit of a pest, is that this means that the mid lane is going to be relatively isolated between Rookie and Otto, but already Otto putting down a world of hurt onto this Zed.
He is not Snoopy. He's also giving Rookie the Rookie treatment, standing on the back of his caster creeps and really abusing his rage advantage right now.
So this is why they had him as a substitute. He gets to watch the first game while he lanes his Victor, copies it in game number 2, uses it against Rookie. Has to be it, right, Roscarin?
No.
No? Okay.
Pretty sure there were some external factors.
Pretty sure as well. I think one of them being that you have to pick the substitutes before the game actually starts too.
But it's really nice to see that Otto is still in form, at least for the initial levels and initial part of this game. We will have a swap back, though, so a lot of pings going down bottom, and it's going to be an initial wave that's pushed forward between Saint, and it looks like they tried to blind predict a lane swap, and they're trying to now match up across from Invictus Gaming and get this Swain into the 1v1.
And immediately we do see Invictus Gaming send them back down as Otto is actually going to get exhausted here. As Otto exhausts Rookie, sorry. There's a lot of damage down towards that Zed. Kid doesn't really want to face check this jungle against Captain.
Yeah, just concedes it, thinks that the red buff is gone, which means that Rek'Sai will be able to get in behind him. He doesn't have a mid laner.
Going to be able to knock him up, getting a little bit of damage down, but Kid just returns the damage in return, does get the Q off across the terrain, so instantly pops out. You take a look at where things are at the moment. Top lane, Swain is going to get that matchup against Echo. In fact, Acorn burnt the teleport to get up there, so teleport advantage for Saint at the moment.
Also a level advantage for Acorn, so this, in the initial lane swap, Swain has come out on top, as now they're going aggressive bot.
Siu looking to try and find Hook, gets it onto Tabe. Their heal's being popped down by Rain. They're trying to return the damage, but SDYZ gets lots of damage down on top of that Trundle. Now looking to try and take down Rain. Tries to top of the trap. Might have been a misplay. SDYZ flashes forward, will take a turret shot, but he picks up 2 kills. Kid now trying to do what he can against the lineup. Teleport's actually coming in. There's that advantage coming with Invictus Gaming. He's saying as Kid flashes forward, finds the kill for himself, but it's not going to be enough as Swain will be able to pick up a return kill.
Welcome back to the LPL STYZ. It's nice to see that you haven't lost your touch on at least Caitlyn, and that is the ceiling of expectations that Saint was supposed to have coming into this split.
Coming into this split of the LPL.
Give up.
Yep, you got it. Don't worry. Here's your
No,
pen
it's
back.
like you're climbing a mountain and then you just face plant at the very end. I just fell off a cliff.
It's like I did it. But STYZ, he definitely did it there as he picks up 2 kills, but very aggressive thresh play coming from Siu as well. But now Tabe looks to try and return the pressure himself. Rain is going to be coming back into this lane. The final attack will be enough. Tabe cancels his to allow Siva to pick up the kill, and IG just strike back as soon as they get back into the lane.
I always love Trundle in tandem with skill shot based 80 carries as meanwhile mid lane.
Rookie going to take a lot of damage. There's the gravity field. Rookie flashes out of it aggressively, but there's a thresh there as well. Siu's been putting in so much work this game. Kid trying to find a return kill one more time. Getting his auto attacks blocked there, will eventually fall down to the victor.
What a bloody game. Not even 6 minutes into it, we've already got 8 kills. There is chaos happening everywhere at every turn. In the end, though, the primary benefactor is going to be Otto in this mid lane. 2-0 to start this game off.
And on top of that, Saints already have 1,500 gold advantage just 5 minutes into this game. That's a huge lead to have this early on. It's Siu. He's been putting in a lot of work with this thresh. Whew. He's all over the place.
These are their signature champions. Most supports obviously able to play Thresh, although this was a big standout for Shu. Doesn't have as much experience in the LPL as some of his counterparts do, so may still be relying on some solo queue habits.
Take a look at that bottom lane there. You can see already a huge CS discrepancy between them, about 6 or 7 going in favor of STYZ, who just pushed him out of lane one more time, and he is a level ahead of this Sivir. This is not going well for Invictus Gaming.
But the most important aspect is checking in on where Rookie is. Again, he's going to be the thing that opens up the 1-3-1 capability, so it's so crucial that this Zed doesn't fall behind, and more importantly, gets a favorable snowball.
Well, he's a little bit far behind Otto thanks to the 2 kills that he picked up in those messy engagements. He also does have a creep wave and a half in advantage as well as farm. But Rookie is level 6 now, could potentially try and make a few plays with his death mark. For now, Invictus Gaming, they're the one on the back foot. As Saint, they open up this game quite well.
And the pink ward being destroyed just goes to show how much control Otto has of this lane right now. Rookie doesn't have any information or insight about where Captain is, so Victor is able to freely clear out pockets of vision from IG, and Rookie can do nothing about it. He just has to respect him.
Hey, Kun gets a really good trade up in the top lane against the Swain, chucking him down below half his health. Rookie still in this mid lane, like I said, respecting the Victor pickup here. Otto's been doing a very good job of keeping Rookie under control, not allowing him to be as aggressive as he'd like to be.
And we talked about how Rookie smelled blood in the water, you know, taking the aggressive assassin pick. He threw down the gauntlet, and so far, Otto's just been slapping him back with it. And it's not often that we see Rookie get pushed around.
Both junglers there just walking past Pink Woods inside of the brush. As Captain actually going to be able to jump over into this bottom lane. Tabe is going to be the first focus as he goes down. Teleport actually cancelled as Victor just comes out of the back there and is able to take down Rain in the back lines. Killing spree for Otto.
And this is the Tiangun, now known as Otto, that we also expect to retain back into the LPL. Very roam-heavy, aggressive, kill-oriented mid laner, even on the likes of a low-mobility champ like Victor.
Saints are now 3,000 gold ahead of Invictus Gaming and looking to try to take down this Mountain Dragon as their first objective of the game. Otto just casually roamed down to the bottom lane to pick up another kill, sets the Sivir even further behind. Experience deficit and 20 CS behind this Caitlyn. Already has a BF sword as well. STYZ looking really strong. And so is Otto.
A lot of the power has been picked up on IG's side in the hands of Kid, and now it's kind of up to Kid to move that power around and start assisting his lanes.
As we do see, Mountain Dragon will fall in favor of Saint with their 3,000 gold lead at the moment, looking very strong this early into the game. Next dragon to spawn will be a Cloud Dragon, so not as heavily contested, but Saint could definitely try and push their advantage, taking down more of those objectives. A lane swap actually been initiated by Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, Rain and Tabe just have to get the hell out of Dodge, away from this Thresh and Caitlyn. They can no longer continue to 2v2. There's a massive item discrepancy. There's a massive CS discrepancy. And STYZ showing why this is one of his legacy pickups does mean that Zatai is now going to feel the brunt of it.
Interesting decision making coming from Invictus Gaming, trying to claw their way back into this game any way possible. Acorn actually running out of mana here. In fact, it's going to be Seal that heads up into this top lane to help the Swain out a little bit.
No problem there, leaving his Caitlyn alone. Caitlyn will do fine against the Echo. Doesn't have a ton of kill pressure unless Zatai is able to get right on top of him, but with 90 caliber net should be okay.
For now, though, we can actually see Zatai building a little bit aggressive on his Echo, picking up the... What's the code? What term is it again?
Phoenix Codex?
Phoenix Codex. Pick up on the Echo, so not picking up a tank item to start the game off. And with that Null Magic Mantle, it almost looks like he wants to pick up an Abyssal Scepter as his first item.
More carry-oriented. We'll keep tabs on what kind of build Zatai looks for.
Meanwhile, Rookie in the mid lane now actually being able to put the pressure back down on towards Otto. Get some decent chunk damage down onto that mid laner. He's keeping up in CS quite nicely as well, not allowing Otto to claw any further ahead even though he's 3 kills up. But that laser just does a little bit too much damage for Rookie's liking.
An issue is that Otto has a fairly big chunk taken out of his HP right now, so Rookie actually does have kill pressure on him, especially with Ignite, which is why Otto is having to play so defensively right now.
That's an interesting shuriken coming out from Rookie. One goes one way, the other goes the opposite. Didn't know that was possible. But for now, a lot of focus on this mid lane. They're just waiting, biding their time. Xiu, he's been roaming around quite a bit on this Thresh. He's been able to catch out rotation from Kid time and time again too, making sure that he can't get good counter ganks off.
All of these rotations, though, as we see the bot lanes trade spots again, are effectively buying waves for STYZ. The CS difference between the AD carries is starting to get a little bit out of control. Again, about 13 to 14 CS will be the kill or kill's worth of gold. So STYZ is just getting farther and farther ahead.
For now, though, Invictus Gaming have been able to stop the bleeding. They're keeping at the deficit they started at, making sure they play a little bit safer here against Saint. Once this tower falls down up in the top lane, though, that's going to open up one more time. We'll have to see if Invictus Gaming can pick up the one in the bottom lane too.
They haven't stopped the bleeding. They've merely slowed it down.
I think if you're Invictus Gaming, that's more than what you'd like to hope for at this point in time. Top lane turret will fall down in favor of Saint. STYZ and Stu able to take that down. Captain and Acorn looking to try and defend the bottom lane out to turret 2-on-3 here. They should be able to do a good job of that. But Zatai now has a difficult task ahead of trying to defend against a Caitlyn and Thresh, shipping away the top lane inner turret.
Unlike other champions, though, he's not in too much danger to Caitlyn as 1v1, like not having a partner there to block the ultimate, simply because he can utilize his chrono break.
STYZ and Seo opting to still stay in this lane as Zatai wanted to try and get a recall in and freeze the lane out slightly more.
More importantly, STYZ is trying to reset the wave by making sure that it can get underneath the tower.
And we'll be able to do that. Zatai may not be able to pick up that final CS, but still holds on nicely. He's even in CS with Acorn at the moment, which is what matters most for this top laner. Rookie still has to farm underneath this turret for quite some time, but he is not falling behind a CS against Otto still, so keeping 1 for 1 in terms of trades.
Again, the bleeding has been slowed, but it hasn't stopped. STYZ is still eking out these small advantages in terms of catching, 1 extra, 2 extra waves over his counterpart in Rain. And it's about now tracking this Caitlyn's growth, while Otto is still sitting on a 3-kill advantage over Rookie. IG, they need to make sure that they can get their Ghostblade online for the Zed, start opening him up to look for the 1-3-1. Likewise, the Abyssal Scepter is now complete for Zatai.
That Dragon's going to be coming up in a minute as well, which means it's possible for Saints to try and force another objective. We have to see if Invictus Gaming are going to give it up, if Saint go for it, or if they're going to try and contest this. This is huge for Saint, though, as they're still working on picking up another tower advantage.
IG cannot contest the Dragon. They need to give it up and trade towers. Again, with the Abyssal complete, it means that lane assignments, Zatai can lane across from Acorn, but they're still under quite a heavy threat of STYZ. So Saint need to understand that this is where they're strong and continue to play around this Caitlyn, open up and attempt sieging to snowball their lead.
Zatai is able to pull one back for his team as he's working on taking down the top lane outer turret as well. Not quite evening out the turret advantage, but at least pulling one back. Allowing Invictus Gaming to stay in this game a little bit longer. Saint looking a lot better with the crazy bloodbath they had early in this game. 7 kills already before 10 minutes in this game.
When everything turns to nonsense, they seem to thrive.
Thriving in chaos sounds a lot like something Saint would do.
It should have been the other way around, though. I mean, look at how many veteran players you have on this roster. Naturally, they haven't played together, so you're still expecting synergy issues, but it's not what we expected out of names like Acorn and Otto and STYZ.
Well, Dragon has spawned here. Saint not showing any interest at it just now. They know they have the advantage, but Rookie going to take an ultimate to the face. Coming in for the Kane's able to not dodge it out, actually, from his ultimate. Hextrick is going to pop. Rookie actually finds a kill onto Captain there. What a play coming out from the Zed.
So aggressive there from Saint when really they had already zoned Rookie off the tower. They could have looked to continue to siege, and this is a problem with IG's comp. They don't have great wave clear outside of their AD carry. So if Rain isn't in position, they can very easily start losing structures to STYZ.
In fact, they actually have to blow the ultimate coming out from Grace to clear out that wave. Saving Grace, you could say, is the fact that Rookie was able to pick up a single kill while being dived at. They still may very well lose this turret as Rek'Sai pops his ultimate, going to try and get back towards that mid lane as soon as he possibly can. Completed
items, though, that are important as... Oh, they're going to dive this.
Definitely going to look for it. There's a teleport available onto the Echo, but instead, Invictus Gaming is just going to give up that tower.
So Invictus Gaming have pulled the trigger on their side wave. You've got the Balmy Cinder as well as the Abyssal Scepter completed for Zatai, so he has wave pushing with the Balmy Cinder as well as he can kind of survive Acorn. Meanwhile, Zed has kill pressure on STYZ as well as Otto, so he can go ahead and be free in a lane with his Ghost Blade, but I feel like Saint should recognize that they can just continue to apply pressure and splinter IG's mid lane. Yes, IG should be able to run away from them with Trundle with Sivir.
And Rookie here going to get jumped on by both Thresh and Captain here. Doesn't have his ultimate available just yet. He's going to get chipped down incredibly low. Ultimate does come out from Caitlyn. They're going to be able to donate the kill over to STYZ. They find another pick for themselves.
Or IG will just fumble their side vision and Rookie will get picked off for free. In return, they will manage to pick up the Rift Herald, but Glimpse of the Void probably isn't going to be the turning point for Echo in one of these side lanes.
And actually, Echo taking a lot of damage here from that Rift Herald. If you turned around and slapped it one more time, might have been able to take him down. I think a huge thing that we haven't even seen yet in this game is the fact that Swain's just farming this game up and slowly... He's not being impactful on the map, but he's very happy with scaling up for Saint here.
Swain doesn't have to do anything. He just needs to stop Echo.
Well, there comes a hook coming in on top of Tabe. Pops the subjugate to try and keep himself healthy. Teleport was being channeled there coming from the Swain. Not going to be completed as Rain trying to chase down STYZ. Low on mana as the Victor pops the Chaos Storm over the back. Sivir taking a lot of damage. The laser comes in not quite long enough to connect onto the Amazon. But Tabe now trying to zone away this Victor. The rest of Victor's Gaming going on forward. There's a flash coming in for Tatai. Looking to try and take down Captain. Getting jumped away. Rookie should be able to pick up this kill. Now they're looking for more. Ultimate comes out. Deathmark onto the Rek'Sai just to close the gap. Here comes Tatai jumping straight on top of Otto. Shield taking a lot of damage as well. Rookie wants blood here, but just can't dive past that turret.
4v5, however, Acorn's been in the top lane this entire time. Does pick up, I think, 2 or 3 waves to his name, as well as pushes a big one into IG's top tower.
IG gonna have to try and do something with the pick they just got onto Captain here. Last time around, they lost a turret after getting a pick onto the Rek'Sai. Doesn't look like they're gonna get anything more other than just that.
Saint are in complete control of the tempo of this game, very different from the first game that we saw. STYZ was also sitting on quite a sizable chunk of gold. He's now completed his Infinity Edge, so really just looking for maybe another 2,500 gold before he bypasses Caitlyn's power trough in mid-game.
Rain, on the other hand, only has the Essence Reaver available for that Sivir, still waiting for another Zeal item and then an Infinity Edge before he will actually become online. So Bird's going to come out, just hits Rookie one time and focus on trying to clear out the rest of this wave. Items coming out, it is actually going to be that Abyssal Scepter being picked up by Tatai, so a little bit of extra damage onto this Echo. He's going to go for the Sunfire Cake, but next...
It's again just so he can survive and assign across from Acorn. That's where Zatai needs to be. He needs to take the Swain and Rookie wants to get some one-on-one time with STYZ. Problem was, is last time Invictus Gaming didn't have safe enough vision to his side. He was actually picked out by multiple members. So Saint doing a good job to make sure that STYZ isn't caught out alone and continue to siege.
They've been able to use this Caitlyn pick quite nicely in this match, taking down so many turrets. Only one inner turret stands remaining for Invictus Gaming, and that's going to be the mid lane inner turret.
Saint are just doing a great job recognizing that where they are strong is in their AD carry, and actually moving that around the map to shut down where IG are strong, which is on their Zed. They're following the lack of wave clear. They're making sure that Caitlyn's never looking across from Sivir and just losing all of her pressure to Ricochet.
Invictus Gaming, they're looking to try and stall out this game, try and find a way back into it, but they have to look at the other side of the table. There is a Swain on the other team. It's going to be difficult to try and start out a game where you have this tank that just scales up into a massive beast. He's already got 2 of his 3 major items picked up, looking for a Spirit Visage next to complete the trifecta of magic resistance and health.
I actually don't think that Swain will be that big of a problem. Now, Swain will, of course, do Swain things. Don't get me wrong. He's going to become unkillable. He's going to be a big, tanky frontline.
Stupid monster.
Yeah, just absorbing so much attention. But against Trundle, the thing about Swain is that he can't really get on top of anyone. He needs to kind of slowly walk up to you or get a nice flank. And speaking of flanks,
Tide's actually being flanked on by Seal here, going to take a little bit of damage and get slowed down by STYZ, but Kid is here as well, so is Tabe. They pop a teleport trying to get up into this top lane. STYZ kiting back nicely with that Hurricane. Captain's here as well, Rain pops on the hunt. Acorn has to use his ultimate to get back on top of STYZ, puts a lot of damage down onto the Caitlyn, but it's not going to be enough. And IG, they have to back away one more time. Good damage onto the health bars of Saint, but they just lost their top laner in that fight.
Fortunately for them, though, Rain is in position, so they will be able to put up a good defense on this tower and buy Rookie enough time to go back mid and create a pressure point. Except he's actually looking to kill them.
Sitting to try and find something.
His only viable targets are Victor and Caitlyn.
Tatai is 10 seconds away from coming back up. Does have a teleport, so we can see if they try to make a flanking play with him once he's back up. But Saint just going to be happy with picking the pick up in the top lane, some damage down onto the turret and head back to base. Still looking good for the Saint lineup.
And again, Swain, I actually don't think he's that big of a deal. We kind of saw it there that he's very easily kiteable. Sivir can run away from him, disengage. In fact, Sivir, even if Swain gets right up in her face, just due to her bounce on W, she can hit Swain and still crit the backline. It's more so, again, creating space and separating the front line and the back line to allow STYZ to run away with the game. But even a straight 5v5, I still think Saint's more important is sieging towers right now. Like, the 5v5 is still going to be critical on auto more so than STYZ.
Well, Dragon is going to be back up and online. It's another Cloud Drake coming out for this game. Let's see if Saint one more time go for this objective. IG, they're 4,000 gold behind, 23 minutes into this game. In no position to look for it. Hook's going to come out and actually cancel the teleport coming from Tatai. He's got nowhere to go here. Going to have to try and run away from STYZ as well. He's been caught out, putting some good damage down onto the Caitlyn, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Pops the ultimate, doesn't land the damage, but still finds the pick. Tatai's a monster in the bottom lane, looking for Sue as well. Not going to be able to find it though.
Way too overconfident from STYZ right there to think that he could safely walk into that lane. Yes, it worked a couple of times against Rookie, but you had 3 people there for you. You can't just go into melee range of Echo and think that it'll turn out okay.
And look at the position advantage that IG have created now. Kid and Rain able to take down the mid lane outer turret, and now they're moving towards the top lane inner turret. They're going to trade a Cloud Dragon, which I'm pretty sure they're okay with giving over for possibly 2 major objectives.
Yeah, Otto not in position to act as the primary wave clear, and good preparation from Invictus Gaming. We'll see if they pull the trigger as here comes Saint for a flank.
There's no STYZ in this fight, though. They could definitely try and pull this one off if IG want to try and turn that one around.
Nope, they're going to go ahead and say that we have the global gold. Let's go and spin that. Try to get a little bit stronger and look towards the next fight.
They're still 4,000 gold behind Saint at the moment. So, you know, saving grace. Yes, Tatai able to fight STYZ in a 2-on-1 with the Thresh helping him out, but they're able to take a turret for it, but it's still very big mountain for IG to climb to get back into this game.
And speaking of mountain, the saving grace for IG is the fact that the dragon spawns have been mountain, cloud, cloud. So Saint, yes, they have an early lead, but it hasn't snowballed as quickly or as oppressively as it could have due to those dragon spawns.
Saint being a little bit cheeky, hiding inside of a bush for quite some time. They were a pink one inside of it. Now looking to see what objective they can go for next. Going to try and take the blue buff away from the IG lineup. That went over towards STYZ. The red buff ticking. So poor Victor not able to take that one for himself. And now Saint working on taking down the mid lane inner turret. Kid in no position to try and contest this Rain. Desperately trying to clear against Captain. Just does no damage to the front line Rek'Sai at this point in the game. Saint just continuing with their dominance, trying to siege up every objective they can find.
But that's the key word there. It's where are they dominant? It's in the siege. The 5v5 possibly could look for them if Otto plays it correctly and, again, is able to zone for STYZ. Caitlyn's in a good power point right now. Sivir's still looking for her crit damage effectively. But it's still this idea that keep moving him around, keep sieging towers, don't let yourself get baited into a 1-3-1. Control the pace and tempo of the game and make IG respond to you.
And we can see already Yoma's Ghost Ray Black Cleaver being picked up here by Rookie. Definitely has a nice spike at this point in time. We saw what Zitai could do with the Abyssal Scepter pickup on top of STYZ earlier. See if he can continue doing just that as he looks towards an Iceborne Gauntlet as his next pick.
Yeah, has his armor as well as the Sheen available to him now, so definitely has kill pressure, which means that STYZ needs to be grouped up, which means that Invictus Gaming, if they pressure their waves correctly, have more of an opportunity where they can start pulling Saint around the map.
And I'd really like to see what Invictus Gaming is going to try and do to come back into this game, because Saint, they played 3 games in this split of the LPL so far, and they haven't looked this great as Kid. Actually going to get jumped on by Seal, and Captain Ignite is ticking on top of that. Graves is able to use the ultimate to reposition himself with a flash. And Saint able to blow another crucial summoner spell.
A lot of pings going down towards Baron. Now possibly towards Rookie. Again, he does not have the safety flanking vision, so this will be relatively blind until they're right on top of him.
Ultimate does come down from SIZU very early, but Sue's actually going to get jumped on straight away by the Death Mark. Puts a lot of damage down onto this Thresh. He's going to get taken down. Rookie picks up a kill. Now they're looking for a fight. Tabe's going to jump into SYZ. Getting jumped on Rookie. Double kill coming in for the mid laner. Rookie turns that one around. What was meant to be a gank turns into a double kill for this Zed.
And again, STYZ and Shu are choosing the worst possible engagements. They effectively have the entire lead on their back for their team, and they are throwing it away at Rookie.
You know what Rookie's saying to Ty right now? I want this MVP, my friend. Give it to me. And he's earning it right now. That was a fantastic play then. IG holding on once more. Still at a major deficit. 5,000 gold behind the Saints lineup.
I mean, naturally, Rookie presses his buttons like the best of them, but I kind of feel like MVP right now is STYZ for IG.
Oh, he has to stop helping the wrong team at the moment. Make this game, we're trying to find whatever they can in this match. They've sent Zitai down into bottom lane to push that one out. Otto and Stu are in this mid lane pushing that out in favor of Saints.
It's because the itemization of Rookie and Zitai has now caught up where there are very few lane assignments for Saint to safely look across for them. They have to be together as a 5v5, which is why they're going to pull the trigger on the Baron.
They've already got it down actually pretty low. Zitai's down in the bottom lane. This Baron actually should be falling down unless we see a steal come in. Rookie is going to try and jump into the pit. It will be Rek'Sai that picks that one up for Saint. And they will be able to back away with that objective. Zitai did do some work down in the bottom lane, picked up a turret for himself, but still good trade for Saint.
That was the best possible call for Saint to make right there, so great execution on that. And it's, again, go back into the siege, stay together as a 5v5. IG, they want to start getting out to these waves, again, pulling open these scenarios where one person from Saint strays to the side to clear out waves. It gives Rookie these opportunities to find kills.
Things just don't look great for IG. They haven't since the start of this game. About 10 minutes in, Saint were able to find an advantage, and they've been relentless with trying to keep it up. Saint just do whatever they can to stop. IG do whatever they can to stop Saint at the moment. It just isn't working. It slows it down. Doesn't quite cauterize the wound that they have at the moment. And STYZ has gifted them a few ways to get back into this game, and now he has the double Zeal item and the Infinity Edge. Just not going to look good for the Invictus Gaming lineup.
Yep, that Baron play pretty much compensated for any earlier mistakes STYZ had made. And IG, they don't have the wave clear to keep this siege at bay. They either need to decide we're giving away the free inhibitor and trading it for a tower, although Rookie's not in position, or we're fighting right now.
Well, let's see if they go for that fight. Instead, this turret is going to go down. It's Invictus Gaming look like they want to give up the inhibitor and the turret. Saint going going to be able to take down this inhibitor. Rookie is now going to try and join the fight, but there's no avenue for him to try and get on it for an attack. Otto puts down the Chaos Storm on top of Kid. Major ultimate being used there, but still, Invictus Gaming just can't stop Saint from running into the base.
They have no wave clear. They don't have a lot of options. Their composition is good at one thing, and they haven't been able to execute it. Rookie now caught out, forced to flee.
Trying to take the blue buff for himself instead. Acorn is going to be able to pick that one up for Saint. And suddenly, Saint looking a lot better than it did in game one. This is a very different lineup that we expected them to be in this game.
Yeah, win lane, win game has effectively been the motto, and Otto stepping up huge as well. Not nearly the liability that Snoopy was for the roster in slowing down any sort of natural victory that Rookie would have in lane.
He's 4-0 on this Victor. Lichbane picked up as well as the Wireless Crystal Scepter and the upgraded Hex Core. I just don't see how Invictus Gaming are going to be able to fight them. This turret's just going to fall down one more time. Another inhibitor will fall, and Saint will just slowly crawl in towards the base of Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, they're looking for a miracle play. Rookie would have to get to the back line and just delete Victor and Caitlyn.
There's a Parallel Convergence that's coming in. There's the ultimate on the Humbeam Pop. They're trying to look for a fight here. No, this is do or die. Lots of low health bars. Rookie tried to go in. Gonna get flashed on. He actually finds a kill at STYZ. That's a major carry taken down. Otto now. He jumped on way to tie. They find two. Rookie's still alive. He goes back in. They take down the Swain as well. Now Shu and Captain have to get the heck out of there. But Invictus Gaming, they find a 4-for-1 trade. They still lose the inhibitor though.
They find the miracle play, and their names are Zatai and Rookie. Both of these champions dive onto the back line. I was talking about it in game one, why I think the AD carry position is trending more towards this idea of utility-based AD carries as a rather than hyper carry AD carries, as Rain is actually going to get chased down here.
Run out. No, not going to be enough. Just gets flashed on
And it's
by
because
Captain.
you have a bunch of top laners like Echo and Swain and Trundle running around, and how much threat they have to the backline, how easily they can hop back there.
Oh, another turret's actually fallen down from Invictus Gaming. That should be a Nexus turret, I feel, as Captain trying to keep them out of their base. Tatai and Kid were able to take down the Ocean Dragon in the meantime.
First dragon of the game. All that does, though, is buy Invictus Gaming some breathing room. They're still hemorrhaging from their base. They lost 2 inhibitors, as well as a Nexus turret. They do have Sivir, so quite a decent chunk of wave clear as long as Rain is alive and in position.
Well, there's 6 turrets down at the moment, which is massive, and 6,000 gold behind the Saints lineup. So they have to find that near-perfect fight a couple more times because they're back into this game. It was a good fight from Invictus Gaming, but a little bit too late from the lineup.
They also don't have a lot of key summoners that assisted them in that previous fight.
This is the final inhibitor turret that's going to fall down. This is do or die for Invictus Gaming. They need to try and find something here. Tatai looking for the Parallel Convergence one more time. Tabe now jumping into the back lines. Trap's going to stop them here. Otto actually caught down. He's going to take it down. Rookie fights the kill. But what can he do next? He's on top of STYZ. Gets the death bar. But STYZ is at full health. Is able to clean up Rookie. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Mid laners go down. But this is the third and final inhibitor turret falling for Invictus Gaming. Saint just demolished through the base of the IG lineup.
Rookie unable to outplay STYZ right there as they continue the forward march.
They're going to try and take down the final Nexus turret that stays. STYZ going to get jumped up by Power Verge. They take down the Caitlyn. This might need a saving grace that IG needed to get back into the game. They're going to be able to take down Otto as well. He's getting jumped on at the moment. Shu will fall down. Double kill for Kid. Looking for Acorn. They take him down as well. Triple kill coming out for the jungler. But that's IG's base in shambles at the moment. This is going to be a difficult mountain to climb.
Like you said, they would need to do that about 3 or 4 more times. I don't know how he's alive.
What?
Big thing, though, is that team fight was still incredibly close. Yes, there were super creeps that were assisting out, but Otto didn't get the Chaos Storm off, which is a massive AoE damage spell that could certainly turn a fight. So Rookie and Zatai trying their very best to keep IG on life support. I
tell you what, Zatai's been doing a really good job at keeping them on life support. Those Parallel Convergence have been on point in this match, locking down crucial people in a stun, allowing Rookie to do cleanup duty. But that's 3 inhibitors gone. I think the only thing that IG get from this is 3 waves crashing into the base that they're going to farm up and try and pull back some gold. But eventually it's just going to be 6 super minions on top of 1 Nexus turret.
It's also eventually going to be a Baron should Saint fail for their 3rd attempt.
Well, they're looking for it one more time here. They're inside of the base. Zatai actually looking to try and get a flank off here. Spotted out Ultimate does come out one more time, blocked out by Tabe. Slowly these waves are crashing in towards the base. Rain actually takes a lot of damage from that laser. Will be able to heal up across these minions. In fact, has a more than now. Morty has picked up already. Ultimate comes out from the grades rather early, trying to get some damage down. They can't defend this inhibitor quite nicely, but they will try. There's the pillar coming out, trying to separate the team. Lancer pulls STYZ back to safety. They knock down Tabe immediately. STYZ gets the death mark. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. They find the kill. Acorn's next to TIE finds as well. Now Otto trying to be the hero they need. It's not enough. IG find 3 more kills against Saint. They're not done just yet, but the Nexus, it's on top of minions. They're going to have to try and defend this one. It's not going to be enough. The minions might actually end the game here. IG found 2 more kills. What is happening? But have to try and stop these super minions. What is going on? Frostgrid, how are they winning this game?
Okay, Invictus Gaming have dug themselves into so far of a hole, but they're trying to dig themselves out of it with their superior 5v5. Like, to just be frank, like, Rookie, Tabe, and Zatai are hard carrying these team fights, and they're just doing it so much better than Saint. Saint do not have the tank line needed to protect their carries.
That Nexus,
Unfortunately,
is at half itself. They lost that final turret.
this is so too little too late. Again, they would have to continue to do this about 3 to 5 more times, and I doubt that Saint are not going to take the Baron here.
To IG's credit, they fought that at the inhibitor before it went down. Their inhibitors are respawning. If they can do that again and fight them before inhibitors go down while the Nexus is invulnerable.
IG have a tiny window. This is like the last chance, last play of the game that they get.
Well, they're going to try and steal this Baron as his kid has to come out big. Pops the ultimate, not going to find it. Baron goes over towards Saint.
Okay, so we're going to attempt this again, but now with Baron buff.
And actually, lots of pings just coming out from Saint. They don't care. They're waiting, going back to base, buying items. They ping the Elder Dragon. That's where they want to fight.
We've tried this 3 times. We couldn't get it the 3rd time. Now we're going to do it with Baron and Elder Drake.
They
no
need
mistakes.
the assistance, but IG, saving grace for them, if anything, is the gold lead is almost irrelevant right now, but they have no base to defend.
It comes entirely down to execution of teamfight now, and unfortunately, Captain and Acorn, like I said, the Swain means nothing. Trundle doesn't care. He's got Ignite. He's got his ultimate. Sivir doesn't care. She can hit Swain and still hit the backline, and there's literally nothing STYZ can do from Echo, Trundle, and Zed jumping on his face.
Look at this. Invictus Gaming want to try and fight for this Elder Dragon. They could try and possibly contest them at the pit and find a good fight. Tabe leading the charge, takes a bit of damage. Otto looking to try and start the fight. There's a hook coming for Seal on top of Tabe, though. This Dragons has been started. Look at all those traps. There's no way you're getting over that, my friend. Flash actually comes out for Seal to get over the wall. They find one trap, trying to get back into the base. Here comes Zatai, jumping in, power convergence there. He's on top of STYZ. Pops the ultimate, get back over the wall. Elder Dragon has fallen. Tabe's being caught on a trap, has to flash away. Kid used the ultimate to get some nice positioning there, but IG, they're running away for the Alliance. Power convergence only slows down Saint a bit longer. Inhibitor has respawned though, Frostgrid. This is the final stand for Invictus Gaming.
And it's going to be Elder Drake, Baron buff, Saint. Will it be enough to compensate for their lackluster 5v5? Can the miracle play happen for IG?
What?
And they reset map.
What just happened, Frostgrid? That was going to be the final stand. They chunked out Invictus Gaming. They blew a lot of summoner spells and a lot of ultimates to try and contest that dragon. They have a 90-second buff, which might actually run out soon. And they're just going back to base.
QSS.
Quid is actually going to get caught out here. QSS.
There's a QSS purchase, so that's what it was. It was everyone on Saint saying that we are close in gold. Pick up the last remaining remnants of farm around the map. Make your final buys.
And we're going to make one final stand. This is a 40-minute game that's gone on for far too long here for Saint. They looked great early. I'm actually rather disappointed in the way they've closed out this game.
Remember when we were climbing up the mountain and then we just like face planted off of it?
Yep.
Saint have done the exact same thing. But they may still hit the Nexus on the way down.
Well, they might be able to take the mountain with them as they're working on this first inhibitor. IG opting not to pull the trigger here, which means their Nexus is now exposed and open. Saint looking for the next one. IG have to try and do something here.
look for the parallel conversions. It's been Zentai that is typically the battle call here.
Invictus Gaming just giving up their inhibitors. I thought that has to be where they're going to try and fight. Saint now just looking towards the base, not even caring. There's On the Hunt being popped. Nothing else can happen just yet. Gravity Field comes down. Saint being very patient.
Elder Dragon has worn off.
You look for the fight now.
Never
STYC
mind, JK, it just faded.
takes a little bit of damage there, but Elder Dragon is going to fall off rather shortly. Power Convergence comes down as Zentai finds nobody inside of that. There goes that Elder Dragon buff. They now have a window of opportunity to try and find Rookie. Looking for a flank in the back lines. Rian is actually taking a lot of damage down the back lines. Can't go back to heal because the Nexus, it's exposed. The minions are coming. Rek'Sai's gone in. He's looking for damage. The Nexus is being hit. Save. They have to try and fight now. Invictus Gaming, they're on to STYC. Rookie. It's not able to pick up the kill. Otto takes down Kid. STYC is still alive. Invictus Gaming, they can't muster the defense. And Zentai try as he might. A triple kill falls on over towards Caitlyn. And Saint, I hate to say this, but somehow closed out that game.
It was a long, grueling affair, and you can see it on Acorn's face. That is a game that no one is happy with.
Nope. Not at all. And if you're Saint, you'd be impressed with how you played that very early game, especially if you're a Saint fan. But you would also be very shocked by how they played that late game. To be honest, it felt atrocious coming up from Saint.
It goes back to the idea about where the power is weighted in Saint, not only their composition, but also in their team. Again, they're playing STYZ, they're not playing XQ, so this all-star AD carry formerly from LGD. He gets his signature legacy Caitlyn pick, but the AD carry strength doesn't mean anything when you have Zed, Echo, Trundle, Swain all running around the game. Maokai's still a very powerful and potent pick, and this was absolute proof to it.
And that was what started everything off. In fact, Rain just walking on top of a trap there gets taken down for the double kill. Kid comes in here. Great teleport comes in return to stop this. He picks up a return kill, but that's 3 kills about 3 minutes into this game. Not a good start for Invictus Gaming.
And we called IG consistent in their game 1, and they looked so clinical around the map, but we knew it couldn't last. IG back to their old tricks. They go in game 1, they look great, they go into game 2, fumble the draft a bit, not having a lot of flexibility or options in terms of wave clear. This is one of the punishing things about having a pick like Zed there as opposed to a Zero Victor.
And that's where things started looking better for Invictus Gaming. They picked up a few miracle team fights, you could call them, inside their own base with turrets falling down, inhibitors falling down left, right, and center, aces coming in, but it's just too little, too late.
I don't think anyone can dispute that IG are the better 5v5 or team fighting team compared to Saint right now. I think they proved that about 3 to 4 different times, despite a gold deficit. It now comes down to this idea that IG, they put themselves in a hole, and they paid the price for it. It took about 40, 45 minutes, but I don't think they'll make another mistake like that as we go into the final game of the series.
Fair credit to Saint, though. It is a victory. They still picked up the win in that game, and you know what? They created the opportunities for themselves to be able to make those blunders later on in the game, and they did end up closing out, picking up the Baron, the Elder Dragon, resetting and going for that final push.
I think it really showcases where Saint are weak as well, and also where they're strong. Otto had a much better performance over Snoopy in that mid lane by taking the Victor, actually beating Rookie. Yes, it's a Victor versus Zed matchup, and he got a lot of help early. STYZ getting his signature, or excuse me, his legacy pick in the Caitlyn, still showing that he has the chops to pull it off, but frankly, it's their tank line. Acorn is not performing to that Samsung Blue Acorn that we expect, and likewise, Captain on the Rek'Sai has been pretty much non-existent in any of his team fight pressure.
Well, Invictus Gaming tried to find the comeback they were looking for. Unfortunately, it was not there for them. So Saint pick up game number 2. We're going to go into a short break and we'll be back with the third and final game of the night. Don't go anywhere.